Hello, everybody. I would just like to do a Star Trek Starfleet Academy episode one episode video about my take on the first episode and what I think of it and whatnot. But first, I want to do a channel update. I have gotten a phone case for my for my phone. I got a phone case, and I have the Google Pixel 7 uh, 5G or whatever they call it. And I originally had gotten a case for a 7A, and it was too small. So I was kind of definitely pissed at that, and I didn't want to send it back. I got it from Amazon. It's just maybe some people are like okay with sending stuff back to Amazon, but it is so confusing they want you to get a QR code and go down to a a UPS store or something, or a Kohl's does it. They do it at Kohl's, and then they want you to package it, or they package it. I didn't quite get that. So I said screw it and just ate the $25 I spent on the phone case, and my mom on uh, uh, Walmart.com bought me a case, and I didn't know what color it was, what it was going to look like, or anything like that. So came today, it fit, everything fit. See, the other one was too short. The case didn't like extend enough for this phone is a little longer than the 7A. So the 7.5G is longer, and I think it's about the same width, but it's like longer than the 7A. So yeah, I finally have the case. Long story short, it's army green. I would have picked blue, but my mom said she had to get what they had, and I'm fine with army green because I am part of an army family. Both grandfathers were in the army. My sister was in the army. Both grandfathers were World War II vets, and as a matter of fact, my grandmother was in the German side. So, and her father was not a big fan of Hitler. So, don't know if he was like part of the German underground or something, or just a rational guy who saw evil when he knew it. But anyway, um, I finally have it, so I'm going to be making a lot more videos with my tripod that I'm doing today, and I am very excited for this. It's been since December. I tried it once without the case, but I talked to ChatGPT, and they're like, you should really use a tripod with a case, with a phone case, because it'll protect your phone better. If it falls or something or whatever. So, Star Trek, back to Star Trek, Starfleet Academy, episode one. And if there might be some spoilers here, but I think I'm just going to generally give you my idea of what I thought. It starts out with this young boy and his mother, did something illegal. She goes to did they say a penal colony or something? And they separated her, and the son and the mother, and he goes off and does a bunch of illegal stuff and gets in trouble and tries to rescue his mom. Long story short, he ends up in Starfleet Academy because he had met the I said Holly Hunter, is that the actress? Who she met that character in the beginning, and when she met him again, she was like, "Oh, I finally." She'd been looking for him because she thought what she did was wrong, separating the mother and the son, and that she should have let them, go or whatever, or not separated them, and even if it went against Starfleet protocol, she would have taken the rap for it, and so that right there, big bang opening, and then you go to the future, and he's got long hair, and he's kind of kind of a rough around the edges kind of guy, and he gets in trouble and gets taken prisoner by Starfleet, and she finds out, and she gives him a deal. Look, if you come to our Starfleet Academy and join our Starfleet Academy and do some labor work on the side for what you did, because obviously you are a criminal, um, but also join Starfleet Academy. I will help you find your mother. I will make right what I did wrong. Now, right there, I'm thinking this is like Discovery. It was that show called Discovery with Captain Burnham. I think it was the show with Captain Burnham. It kind of started out that way, sort of a little different. She was an adult. She was on the bridge of the ship with Giorgio, and did something illegal that got her in trouble and got her put into prison camps and stuff. But eventually, and this is what I think is going to happen to this kid. I think he's going to redeem himself big time, and I think he's going to have to make a decision when it comes time to. His mother's gonna give like him an ultimatum: you could join me and be like kind of on the run again, or you could be in Starfleet. And I think like Burnham, how she kind of turned it around and became like the captain of the ship and everything eventually. I think that's what's going to happen. Now, I really enjoy the show. I only watch one episode. They give you two to watch, so I will watch the next one a little later. I'm going to give it time to breathe a little and think about, and then I'll watch the next one later after dinner. I'm getting McDonald's for dinner, quarter pounder with cheese, medium, with a fries and meal and an unsweetened iced tea. So after I eat that and relax a little, I'm gonna sit down and watch the second episode of Starfleet Academy. Star Trek Starfleet Academy. That's kind of a tongue twister if you ask me. I originally thought it was just Starfleet Academy, and then I'm like, oh, it says Star Trek Starfleet Academy. It's like trying to say that like 10 times without like stuttering every subsequent time. It's kind of a tongue twister of a title, if you will. But yeah, I really enjoy the show. I could see some promise. I think it's a little different because you're dealing with younger, people in their like late teens to early 20s going to university or academy, Starfleet Academy, and I think that is a kind of original take on Star Trek that we saw a little bit of it in the we saw a little bit of it in the Abrams verse. We saw a little bit of the Academy, but this another twist to this show. It's in the Burnham universe when she went like thousands of years into the future. So it's not like during, this is further along. Like this is thousands of years from even the next generation and Pike and everybody. And I'll be honest, I have enjoyed every Star Trek show that they've done. The cartoons, the live action on Paramount Plus, especially. It's almost like when it was CBS All Access and then Paramount Plus, they like rebooted the whole thing. They kind of rebooted the show and the franchise. In this was it Discovery? I don't know if I'm butchering that name. I will put it in the description for you to see what the show is called. The one with Burnham and the one with Pike, Strange New Worlds. They have a new Kirk and all the characters from the show that are different than the Abrams verse, and it's just. I think they should do a movie with those characters, with all these characters, do a big old movie. I even liked the um what was it, section 28 or something, or whatever it was called, the one with Giorgio. I even really liked that. It kind of reminded me of the cartoon with the kids, with the Star Trek kids, that were like, they commandeered a ship or something or whatever. It kind of reminded me a little bit of that, but like live action. So I'm really enjoying this new Paramount Plus Star Trek a lot. I'm waiting, like a lot of other the Orville fans, for the Orville to come back, and I'm hoping and praying that it does. It Abrams is done with all his projects that he was working on, whether it be Ted season 2. Although if Ted season 2 does really good, we're going to be talking about Ted season 3, and then maybe we don't get, a Orville after all. And he was what else was he working on? Oh, he did Seth MacFarlane did the Frank Sinatra recordings, which were excellent. They were really good. I recommend anyone who wants to listen to some like Sinatra big band style music to listen to anything really from Seth MacFarlane. Side note: I'd like to see him hook up with, for music purposes, with Ariana Grande. They're good friends. They hang out. They go to parties together. I think there was a Christmas party where Seth MacFarlane was hosting, that he had the whole cast of Wicked showed up to his party. So that's just a side note. So anyway, I really enjoyed this episode. Like where it's going. Want to see where it's going before I really judge it. I don't want to like give it a rating really yet. Maybe I'll give it a rating after the second episode. But yeah, it was entertaining as heck. I really really enjoyed it, and it to me it really embodied what Star Trek's kind of about. It's about just just a progressive storyline that kind of the original was about. I mean, in the original, you had the first biracial kiss between Uhuru and Kirk. You had a crew that consisted of African American character, um, a Asian character. I mean, you had like, it was like a smorgasbord. There were women on the bridge, which I'm sure that was like something the studio didn't like at first. But Roddenberry kind of was like this visionary, progressive visionary for his time. And back to a show like The Orville, I think another progressive. He's a progressive liberal, but like me, I'm a progressive liberal socialist. But he basically embodies what Roddenberry was, and then some, because we're in like modern times, and we're dealing with even more things than we ever were dealing with. And I think that's what Star Trek's all about. And I think so far so good. So far it's living up to that standard of being a progressive show about just, it's sci-fi. It's got some action in it. It's got some story. It's got some drama, but it's also progressive, and I really like it. I won't say I loved it. I really liked it, and that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you very much, and may the force be with you, and live long and prosper, everybody. Later, guys.